Welcome back to the MuuMuu Talk with Teena. I'm so excited to see you guys today. Before we go any further, I want to remind you I have guitar pick necklaces for sale, and you guys can just message me if you would like any. Their meaning behind them is when you're down and out, is when you have this, remember to turn up the music. Music resets our vibration. I bring this to your attention because this past weekend, I lost a really good friend of mine. She was just a great mentor, and I helped with her grandson, and I just want to everybody that's at home probably knows who I'm talking about. I'm not going to bring up her name, but I do want to just say that my love and my heart goes out to the family that lost their loved one, and she was a precious person. And here's the thing, guys. She gave up. So I am telling you, please, if you don't want to have a guitar pick, that's fine. That's not what this is about. But remember, you are needed, and we want to keep you. We don't want you to get to the end and then be like, I can't take it anymore. So remember, turn up the music. Music resets your vibration. Doesn't matter what kind of music. I mean, probably if I were sad, I wouldn't listen to sad songs and then like really bad, angry music, but find something melodious. Listen to nature sounds or listen to a drum corps. It doesn't matter. Turn up the music. It really does reset your vibration, and it'll help you hold on for one more minute. And that's all you need, is that one more minute to remember that you are loved. Okay, so our biggest topic today is all about expectations. I know this is kind of a strange topic, but I mentioned it a little bit on the Real Coffee Talk with Debbie. And the more I thought about it and meditated on it, I thought, I need to go a little bit deeper. Hold on. I remembered something today. Don't forget, drink 8 ounces, 8 glasses, 8 ounces of water a day. You'll feel terrific. Your skin will be terrific, and it'll just be all wonderful. All right, back to the expectations. We all have expectations. We have expectations of ourselves, of our hair, of our body, of our intelligence. I mean, this word is bigger than just what you expect is what you get. I mean, it's big because we have expectations of our neighbor, our friend, our enemies, whoever. But we have expectations. It could be a family member that maybe has always been the bright and sunshiny person. To my family, I know I'm that person. Okay, maybe I'm not. But anyways, everybody has expectations. And I want you to just tweak that thought a little bit and take those expectations and stick them on to what you have that expectation about. Let me see if I can rewind that a little bit. Let's say that I have the expectation of my hair that it is going to be thick and beautiful and curly, okay? So I am sticking that expectation onto my hair. Now, I know that seems like a kind of, well, wait, we're talking about people, but just to give you an idea that we have expectations about everything. We have expectations of whether we can lose weight. We have expectations of whether we can gain weight. We have expectations of whether we're beautiful, whether we're not. I mean, it just goes on and on and on. We have expectations of other people. We expect them to act like this. We expect them to do this. We expect them to lie because they've lied to us before. That's an expectation. We expect them to be kind because they've always been kind. So when they're not kind, here it comes. Here comes the whole punchline to it. When they don't fulfill that expectation, we almost feel frustrated. Or when whatever does not fulfill that expectation. So then we immediately give up and be like, nope, I'm going to go back to the original expectation. So what I want you to do is start recognizing that your expectations are based on your paradigm. It's based on what you've already been through. The reason you have expectations of those other people, those family members, maybe the happy ones, maybe the not so happy ones, but with the reason that we have those expectations is because way back when they demonstrated that. Maybe they, eyes are watering a little bit, sorry. Maybe they did something to reach or get that expectation from you. It's very similar to labels. It's amazing to me that it is so similar to labels. But anyways, our expectations are, stick them onto the things that you have. Take something, we're going to go on and work on something maybe negative that you have in your life so that we can see how changing your expectation can make it better, okay? But this works for anything. I'm just going to show you this little bit. So let's imagine that we have a friend that we kind of we're not friends with them much anymore because they've done so many things to build up that we're just done with that, okay? We're going to call Sally Joe. I don't know. I'm going to say female today, just Sally Joe. So Sally Joe just always lied. She lied about everything. We've been friends forever, and y'all know she's fictitious, right? Okay. So we were friends forever, but she just kept lying. And eventually I got to where I was like a little bit worried that she lied about me. And then, of course, that expectation on her came true because I expected her to, she lied about everything else. I expected her to lie about me. And eventually she did. Now, if I could go back and become friends with Sally Joe, would I want to? Probably not, because I have stuck. Remember the talk about the hair? I have stuck an expectation on her that gives me irritation. So how do you fix this, Miss Teena? What do we do? I mean, everybody, you expect me to go back. This is what people say to me. You expect me to go back and forgive them for all of the things they did? You expect me to go back and find Sally Joe and say, I'm sorry? No. I'm asking you to tweak your expectation. Tweak it just a little bit. And as you process this and as you begin to utilize this technique, you will see that even those people that you had a negative expectation towards will either totally kind of vanish out of your life, they just disappear, or they will become your friend again. And you will still have it in the back of your mind, only out for a little while, but you'll still have a little bit like, Sally Joe gonna lie? Oh, but then because you've heard this and you're taking this really to heart, you'll in your brain say, wait a minute, that was back then. And surely she has learned from then, and now she's a new person. And watch how those expectations do alter the situation. It works every time. I can't even tell you how much it works. It's so amazing. But it does. So start changing your expectations. Listen to what you're saying about yourself. Maybe your expectation, let's go on and take it back to the big thing. If you were to look into the largest industry in the world, is it health? Oh no, Miss Teena. Oh, it's about being a millionaire. That's what it is. That's the largest industry, is learning how to earn more money, correct? And no. The largest industry in the United States of America is weight loss. And here is the greatest thing that you can learn today is start by changing your expectation of who? You. Simply start looking at you differently. Change that expectation. If you're one of those that's doing a diet or a weight loss program, good, go for it, because it's going to make you feel better, right? But it's not going to change anything if you don't look in the mirror and say, wow, I look terrific. My body responds very well to a diet. Yeah, I might have gained a little extra 20 pounds on my vacation, baby, right? You went on that vacation, you went on that cruise, you were eating. And so you expected, oh, everything I put in I hear people say this all the time. Now listen, I have studied hypnotherapy, and what you say about yourself is true. Always, always. So people say this to me. They say, you know what? It doesn't matter. Whatever goes through my lips goes to my hips. Dear Lord, I stop them. It's the one time that I truly in my life intrude. I will stop the conversation. They don't have to ask me for help. I'll say, let me tell you something. If you want to continue to say that and believe that, it is going to continue to be true. Why don't we say, whatever I put in my lips makes my hips look good? What a great expectation. Because you wouldn't be focusing on what you put in your lips that's stuck on your hips if you didn't like something about them. It's not that you all have to be this big, okay? But change your expectation in your brain of your body image, your body thoughts, your hair, your skin, whatever it is. Everybody has, just like in real life, everybody has those moments where they go, phoom. I mean, I know I wake up sometimes, I'm like, just like today, this little eye just will not quit watering, okay? But I'm not going to keep going up to everybody and say, I have a watery eye. I have a watery eye. Look, I have a watery eye, because I don't want to keep it. Now, if you want to keep it, if you love being the weight you are, that doesn't mean you're overweight or underweight or up. If you want to keep how you are, then yes, by all means, continue to say that. Continue to discuss that your body doesn't lose weight, or that you gain weight at all times, or that whatever it is that you want. You know, I guess it was just a big shock one day when I was watching one of these videos. Yep, I watch my own videos sometimes. And I was watching one and I thought, oh my gosh, I say some of the most horrific things about myself. Now, not on these videos, obviously, because I would never want you guys to have anything like that. That wouldn't bring you down. But I was like, oh, I was picking on myself. I was like, where'd that wrinkle come from? Oh, my hair, it just won't do any. Stop, please. I'm asking you. Tweak your expectations. Try it for this week. If somebody's aggravating you, if somebody's, I just want to stop it. I don't want you to say anything else about me again. Okay? The more you focus on that, the more they're going to talk about you. And guess what? The more they're going to aggravate you. Why? Because you have the expectation that they won't quit. That's it. Just expect them to go on, or expect them to not bother you. And they won't. They will disappear. So just start tweaking those expectations. And please, for goodness sakes, start expecting better of yourself. Your body really wants to give you whatever it is you want. That's why some of us hold on to a little bit of extra, because we constantly talk about that, and then we stay in that state. I know it's a little bit odd. I know sometimes it's a struggle. I have people like that in my life too. And I think, if you just weren't around, well, my life would be a lot better. But you know what? That's not true. That is really not true. Everyone in your life affects you. Everyone in your life educates, teaches, brings you something. You just have to look for it. If it's somebody that's continually being resistant or continually picking on you, do you know, I'm going to go, here we go, a Teena moment. Do you know that growing up, want to tell you all about what we would call now bullying. I went to several different schools, and I don't know that this was considered bullying because I wasn't hurt. And by any means, I have never been treated like that. And if I ever have acted like that, please forgive me if you're watching this. But I don't think I did. I always tried to keep everybody at the same level of what they deserve as far as my smile, or I may not have been friends with everybody, but tried not to ever think any mean things like that. But anyways, move forward. Every school I went to, usually in the first few weeks, I would have people say, "Why do you smile all the time? What are you so happy about? Oh, you must have everything. Oh, you're an only child. Oh, that's why you're so happy." And I would look at people and go, "Really? No, I'm just this happy. I really am." And this has been since like elementary school. Those of you that went to school with me in Bowling Green, you probably don't remember that because it wasn't anything anybody thought was bad. But I can remember thinking, what's so bad about being happy? And there isn't anything bad. They were just telling me their expectation of me is that's what I said. I said, I want to be happy and I want to look for the bright side always. This has been probably since birth, to be honest. My mom says it is, but I still had resistance is what I wanted to tell you. And I know people don't believe that, but it's true. My daughter and I, Ashby, have talked about writing a book, and it was about being so beautiful that you were almost treated badly for it. It happens. All you need to do is just tweak that expectation. And for those of you that really do not intend to hurt people, okay, you don't set out for that intention, but it seems to always maybe pop out of your mouth. I've been guilty of this a few times, but most of mine was innocence, but just saying something and you think, boom. Understand this, that every time you hurt someone, you will feel that again. You will feel that hurt. It's just back to the last video, law of attraction, or what goes around comes around, equal and opposite reaction. Okay, so when you are seeing someone hurt, your best bet is to be like, man, that wasn't right. And people really do accept apologies. Try it. I would really try it. Okay, go back. So everybody has those people that are just leave me alone. That's what you want to say to them. You want to get on all the social medias and be like, blah, 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 blah. Why would you say these things about me? Why are you trying blah, blah, blah? Why you? Why you? Go back. Let it go. If somebody is being mean to you, listen, I was an 8th grade teacher forever, and I had kids that were really bullied. That's why I minimized what I went through, because I did not experience some of the things that my past students have experienced. I was just, whoa, what happened? But I would take those bullies and pull them into my room and talk to them about why. Why did you make that choice? What was going on here? And every time it was their own insecurity. It was their own, it was almost like they lashed out because they were protecting themselves. Whatever it may have been, I don't know. But that expectation that they were a bully, they had to continue to fulfill. I could talk till I was blue in the face, but if every teacher and every friend or, people in the hallway, very few bullies have friends. And honestly, if you hang around somebody that is a bully, that just classifies you. We are not getting into that today. We'll talk about that later. But anyways, when you think about that bully, always had to fulfill it. If we could have just tweaked it, if we could have just found something to find that was good about him or her, then maybe that part would disappear. Maybe that insecurity would become just of the past, and instead, or even watered down. And now, instead of a bully walking in, we all say, "Hey, it's so good to see you, Sally Joe. Look at Sally Joe. We knew she could do it." It'll change those expectations. And if you really can't handle it, okay, if it gets very, very bad, I know I got to cut this off because some of you will be, okay, but if you really can't handle it and you don't know what to do, I'm going to give you a little technique. Now, I didn't bring the stuff in here, but I'll show you or tell you, and then you can follow the steps, and I'll try to put them on the words too. Okay. Write down the person that's just, you can't even tweak that expectation. You just can't. They have done too much and they're driving you nuts. You still keep thinking about them, so you continue to bring all the negative energy to you. Write their name down on a piece of paper. Now, I write a lot of things. Like sometimes I'll write, any negative energy I might say about myself, or maybe I might talk about my skin not being so good, or maybe I feel like I've gained a few pounds and I'll just freeze those pounds, But for now, we're just talking about those people. Write those people down. Sally Joe lying, okay? Fold it. Let me see if I have a piece of paper. Here we go. Okay. Little piece of paper. I didn't write Sally Joe's name in here, but you know what I mean. And fold it. Now, a lot of people, when you cannot tweak an expectation, this person is probably really irritating you. So I rip them, just rip them in half. Take that little piece of paper and put it in a ziplock baggie. And then take some water. Doesn't have to be from a cup with ice in it, but just take some water and fill it to the top of that Ziploc baggie. Zip it shut. Take a refreshing drink, throw it in the freezer, and it freezes the energy. I know it seems a little weird, but you knew if you were watching this, I was going to tell you something a little bit weird. So here it is. What it does is it freezes that energy for the time being and allows you time to step back, way back, and say, what expectation do I really want? Maybe out of that person, maybe out of a life situation, maybe out of yourself. Even freeze those negative energies that you talk about yourself. It works. Okay, your mission this week from the MuuMuu Talk with Teena is to tweak your expectations and see as the world starts coming to you the way for you choose for it to. The people, whatever, but you'll expect goodness and you expect good people to come to you and comfort you. Don't focus on the negative. Expect the best. And don't forget, I got to have another drink. Don't forget your water. But also, don't forget to repeat this. Anytime you're in a situation where you think, I'm not going to make it, I got to get out of here, I got to go. Yes, run if you're in fear, but that's natural. But otherwise, repeat these words. What's best for me will always be. What's best for me will always be. Because what's best for me is best for you too. So just repeat it every time. What's best for me will always be. What's best for me will always be. I may not know what the universe is bringing to me right now, but I know it's what's best for me. What's best for me will always be. If you're feeling a lot of resistance, feeling a lot of negativity right now, freeze it and tweak your expectation and expect the best. You are amazing. Thank you for watching. I cannot wait for you to be back. Oh, Lola has to always say hello or goodbye. So there's Miss Lola. She's not coming in today. You are amazing. And God bless.